Hello everyone, welcome back to another Driple Studios tutorial. Today we're going to be continuing the Scratch RPG we started on a couple of episodes back on the series. Today we're going to be making a NPC for our game and currency for the game, so we may be able to buy items, and then that will lead into the inventory system, which may be next episode, but I'm not too sure just yet. But anyway, let's get started. So what we're going to do is choose a sprite. I'm just going to choose a cat. And they're going to do this NPC1. If you don't know what NPC stands for, it stands for non-player character. So we're going to match the size of him. 50. There we go, and we're gonna edit this how we want it to our NPC to look like. So I will be right back once I've edited it. And here we go. I've now edited my NPC to look how I want them to look like, and so I'm now gonna just go over to the code, go to events, drag in when green flag clicked. We'll go to control, grab a forever, motion, go to block, and I'm just gonna put him up here. Then we want to lock in our position. So for me, my position is -176 and 91. So now he will forever be locked in this position. Once we've got him locked in this position, all we have to do is make it so if we want him to talk to us, all we have to do is go up to him. So if we go to events, when green flag clicked, control, forever, and we want if then. Actually, no, we want, if then, and we want to go to sensing, and we want to go touching, click on mouse pointer and click main C, or whatever your main character is called. Your main character should be the character with the movement script in. If not, I don't know what you've done. So once you've got this, if touching main C, we want him to speak, so go to looks, say hello for 2 seconds. You can now change how long you want him to talk for. So I'm just going to say hello, just keep that as default. So now if we touch him, he now says hello. Simple. Now if we move away, stop touching him, he goes away. So this is basic coding on here. However, if we want him to bring up a menu of some sort, maybe like a shop, we're gonna now need him to do some quick and easy conversation kind of things. This we can now just edit this, so when we touch him he'll say hello. However, we want him, if our main character is touching him, and if we click on him it brings up a menu. So we want to now go over to control, forever if touching main C. Then under that you want to put a if then touching main C. And we need to go to operators, grab a and block. If then touching main, don't do this to me now, thank you. If then touching main C, and we want to go back to sensing. Let's just do touching mouse pointer, so you don't have to actually click on him. All you have to do is do the you have to touch him with your mouse cursor. We want to make a variable. We're going to call this open shop 1. We want to do this here. Click OK, and so we want to hide it, and bingo. So now we want to set open shop to 0 at the start here, because this means, actually it would make more sense if we put it here. So this is the shop script. So here we go. If it is 0, it is now set to 0, sorry, and we want this to open up the shop. So we want to change open shop by 1, and then if we want to make a shop, we need to go to make a new sprite. I'm just going to rename this sprite to shop. Let's make a gray square, which is, I don't know if I can make it see-through or not. Can't in here, but I know how to normally. So we want to set this to 0, 0. So now it covers the entire screen. Just call this shop 1. Let's just call this one shop 1 as well. And we want to go events, green flag clicked. We want it to hide, and then we want a forever block, and we want it to go to 0, 0. Make sure the hide block is outside the forever loop, otherwise it will forever be hidden, and that will cause a bug, therefore meaning that you now need to like fix your bug, which shouldn't really be that difficult. But trust me, once the game's like fully like playable, it will arise some very angry issues, as you need to check through every single thing relating to this, which will be quite a bit. What we need to do now is so we place them down here, and what we need to do now is change the opacity to so it's like see-through, so we can kind of see through it, which is nice. So I'm gonna set ghost effect to 75. Alright, so it's not gonna open. We make it show, as you can see it showed there. Okay, so we just move away here. Alright, so now that ghost effect is 75, we can clearly see through it, which is exactly what we want. Then what we want to do is go to events, when green flag clicked, clean up the blocks. We want to grab a forever block, and if then, actually we don't want, is it forever? Yeah, I guess so. We want to grab a equals block, go to variables, open shop. If open shop equals to 1, which I believe that should be, we want it to show. Oh, my bad, we were meant to get a if then else block like this, and if it's anything other than 1, we want it to hide. So now this is a very basic thing, and we're just making it so you can open and close shop. So we want to really duplicate the map close to button. Instead of doing this, we want to do what was it doing? Shop. Oh, shop close 1. Wait, actually, shop 1 close. That makes more sense. And as you can see now, it will be in the same position as the map close button, which is top right, which is what we want. We want him to now so I believe we can do all of this. We want to hide here, We can just get rid of all this if I'm being honest. Yep, we can get rid of all that. When the sprite clicked, we want to get rid of this, and we want to change open shop by -1, so then it will close the thing. We should close the shop. So if we go up to him and click him, I can't tell if it's working or not because this needs to be darker. My mistake. Oops. There we go. So now it's darker, and this is not showing because I have accidentally done it. I am so silly. I forgot to do the most important part, hiding and showing. So let's grab a when green flag clicked. I don't know what I just did, but I did something. There we go. Move this control forever. If then, actually one if then else, and we just want to do the same thing as before. If open shop equals 1, then show, else hide. There we go. So now touching him, there we go. It is a bit glitchy. I'm gonna now quickly try fix this after this. It needs to be in front layer, doesn't it? There we go. And it closes the shop. There we go. In order to get that glitch where it is actually in front of the shop, we're gonna have to quickly drag a go to front layer in the looks tab right about here. Click clear blocks, and your code for shop 1 close should look like this. Okay, now I have done some editing trying to make this as smooth as possible, and it was quite an easy fix. All we had to do was change the say hello thing for and swap it out for a say hello with no timer. That was simply because you would have to do it as soon as the code ends. However, now you can do it any time whatsoever. So that was a pretty easy fix. Then the second thing you want to do, instead of putting a change open shop 1 by 1, you want to just set it to 1, because otherwise if you hold down E, it will continuously add up the open shop. It would continuously add 1 to the open shop 1 variable, which is not what we want at all. Otherwise you'll break the game, and then there is no coming back from that. So once you've got this, we will go over to here. Nothing really has changed that much. Nothing changed here. On shop 1 close, we also need to change this. Change open shop 1 by -1. We need to just set that to back to 0. So just grab a set open shop 1 to 0 block here, put that there, and instantly the game is so much better, because now if we move around like we can now, exactly, he says it, and he says this, I believe, forever until you move away. Then he should stop saying it. However, I'm not too sure. This might be another bug for me to fix. Anyway, I can fix that in a second. So now if you press E, when you're obviously touching him, when your main character is touching him, and you click E, it will add up. Then do that, touching him. I'm touching by the littlest bit, I swear. There we go. Yep. You don't have to be like inside of him to open the shop. You can open him from like there. Simple. So let me just quickly go ahead and fix this. Alright everyone, I have managed to fix it. It wasn't that hard. All you have to do is duplicate the all you have to do is duplicate the block which says all of this. Really, in this. So we before this, just make sure you copy all of that, pause the video, and yeah, let's go on to fixing some of the glitches. Alright, now fixing some of the glitches, especially some of these ones. So hello, press E to open the shop. First of all, I'm going to increase that time limit, so let's just make that 3, but then let's make that 3.5, because the longer that is, the better for the player and for us for testing. So now we're going to be fixing the layers. So as you can see, if we go over here and we click E, he is now still on top of the like shop menu, and we can still move around during the shop, which is not what we want, because that will end up creating so many more like problems down the line. So we're just going to quickly fix this right now. The first thing we want to do is go to NPC 1, go to looks, scroll down to go to front layer. We want to click that, then we want to go to control, wait 0.1 seconds, and then we want to go to looks again, and we want to grab the go forward 1 layers. We want to go backwards 1 layers. So now he will go to the front, and then literally 1/10 of a second later he will I think that's correct, 1/10, I think that's correct, and then 1/10 of a second he will go back 1 layer. So if you don't know what 1/10 is, very quick. So click that. Oh, it's still there. Oh, never mind. Let me just quickly do this. So you may as well just go to back layer. There we go. There's no harm in doing that, is there? Okay, there we go. Now this should work. Yep, there we go. Boom, problem solved. Obviously, he does still say this, so I'm not gonna shorten that time just so it gives the player a little bit of extra time. Hello, press E to open the shop. Obviously, if you're continuously touching him, the message is gonna keep on popping and popping up. But it obviously just stays there forever, which is not what we want at all. So let's go over to our main character and go for a event. When green flag clicked, control forever, if then get the equals to block variables, open shop equals to 1, motion, and we want him to send us, actually let's just change X by if we go there, that's minus, isn't it? So we want him to go over there, so let's change that by maybe 15. So if we touch him, open shop, whoa, yeah, that's my bad. I'll constantly move him that way, so that's not what we want. So if we click that, he'll constantly, and he's now in the front layer as well. This is not good. Why is this happening? Looks, go to back layer, there we go. So now he will go to the back layer. Perfect. Now we just need to fix this. Let's go motion. All we have to do is just like put him in a certain position. So let's just go to 0, 0. There we go. So as long as the shop is open, he will be at 0, 0, and we can't actually move. We can change direction, but we can't actually move. Let's fix him from being able to move direction. So we have to go up to our movement script, drag this out here, drag that out there, duplicate that, put that in, and then put that in, and then if we grab the behind one, this is starting to get a little bit complex, but it is fine. We want to get rid of that, go down to variables, if open shop is equal to 0. So that means now if the open shop is, if the shop is closed, we can't move. We can still move direction. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, actually. Yeah, no, I don't think there is. But we don't actually need this bit now, because this will just slow our game down, if I'm being honest. So let's just put that back to normal. There we go. So now we can move. It'll send us to 0. Shop UI will come up. And there we go. If you guys did find this tutorial helpful, make sure you guys do smash a like, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button down below. It would help us out tremendously. If you want to see more of this series and learn how to finish your Scratch RPG, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to let us know that you do want this series to finish, and I will happily continue it because I'm enjoying making this series and I hope you guys are also enjoying it. So peace out.